Thank you for your time. As Dom indicated, we'll be at the back, so if anybody wants to talk in more detail, I'm going to flash through the slides that normally take about 45 minutes, but just flash through them for you. In terms of Doddle, you may have seen it in the Evening Standard, different advertising. You see purple shops around London, and people are intrigued about what it is. So I'm going to take a few minutes just to take you through it. It's a new parcel service, so we allow customers to send parcels to ourselves rather than stay in. So we stay in so you don't have to. We're also experts in shipping, both UK and international, and we manage returns. So we're a bit different. We looked at what was missing from the market, and we felt this was it. We felt there was a dissatisfaction with the way things were being done. And this is at a time when you've got growth of 12 to 15% in internet shopping, 50 to 70% increases in cross-border traffic of parcels. So there's a latent demand for this particular service. We wanted to make it straightforward, easy to use, and so when we choose our people, we've interviewed 80,000 staff to currently employ about 350. We were very much looking at the personality and the way in which they could respond quickly to a customer's needs and make that experience, I'll use your word again, make that experience something that's quick, responsive and efficient. We want to make sure that we fit into your daily commute. So we've made it straightforward, but people often say, well, what's the history, what's behind the business? Two main brands have come together. Network Rail, major infrastructure business, 2,500 stations. And they had a particular idea that they brought to life with this business, but they also needed some expertise. And Lloyd Dorfman, who founded Travelex 38 years ago with one shop, and ended up selling his interest on at the point at which there were 10,000 shops worldwide, brought that entrepreneurial expertise to the enterprise, and that's given us a real sort of unique position. So in terms of what are we looking for, our model is around large footfall and large capacity. We are not a small convenience store that does a couple of parcels as an ancillary sort of activity. This is dedicated, this is bespoke, it's branded, and I'll show you a few images of the stores. 500 to 1,000 square feet. We've been very surprised by the fact that our average dwell time for a parcel is less than a day. And so that reinforces the thought process that on their daily commute, this becomes part of people's habits, and we find that if people use the shop once or twice, then pretty much we have them and they've changed the way they do things from then on in. Train stations is the backbone of the business. You can imagine that high footfall, I keep repeating it, our current 33 stores have an annual footfall of around 100 million passenger journeys. So you put that together, you've got a competent, you've got a professional and dedicated service, high footfall and high demand. We currently sit at 30,000 users of the service, having launched it on the 22nd of September. So you can see we're sort of quite a growth curve, and we'll continue to do so over the next couple of years. So there's nothing like a picture to bring it to life. You know, if you're looking at us as a particular prospect, this is what we do to a space. You know, it's a very cool brand. You either like purple or you don't. I can't apologise for that. They're going to stay purple. But we certainly take a space and make a great feature out of it. Excellent use of the fisheye lens. I think you'll all agree there. What you'll see towards the back of that space is also a changing room. So what this allows retailers to do and customers to do is ship a number of items, try them on, and then return back. Now, that happens all the time in e-commerce nowadays. We're making a feature of it, and we're rolling out more and more of our stores with changing rooms over the next year. This is Cannon Street Station. It's a different format, and it's on a high street rather than in a shopping centre or a station concourse. And just in case you didn't know, that is a shopping centre. Where it says "to the shops" is a bit of a clue. But that's Westfield Stratford. So you can see that we have a number of different applications, and we'd be interested in talking to you about the space that you have available. So very rapid rollout, 26 stores before Christmas in probably about 20 weeks. We're up to 33 now, and we carry on that trajectory during the course of this year. It is southeast buyers, but it's not exclusively southeast. Do apologise. Maps are one thing, but also bringing some of the names to life in terms of where we are. We can talk to you in a lot of detail about where the potential sites are. That just gives you a flavour, gives you an indication of where we are now on the left-hand side, but also where we plan to be during the course of this year. But as more potential sites come up, we measure the footfall, we measure the potential market that's available, and we act pretty quickly. Okay, be great to speak to you. Thank you.